decided that today I was going to head to the shops as early as possible because I didn't want to see anyone. Unfortunately, everyone had the same idea as me. Thankfully, no old ladies decided to get in my personal space today. However, there was a man who was watching me really suspiciously. When I asked him what he was doing, he told me I looked like I was stealing my own bike. We got into a bit of an argument. I'll put it lightly. Anyway, I managed to get all of the flavours of those chips, which I was super excited about. And now it's time to get to work. Oh, and by the way, barbecue all the way. The others don't even hold a candle to it.
Good morning. Trying to work out what the dog's doing. I have had sort of quite a nice morning. I mean, you can see right now I'm sat on a sofa, having a break. But had a nice tutor time where we talked about the inauguration. We talked about specifically the poem that was performed, which was quite inspiring, I thought. So we talked about that. Then had a live lesson with year 7. Then did some marking. I'm having a quick break now. And then, I'll have some lunch in a moment. But then my plan for this afternoon is to finish some marking, do another live lesson, and prep for parents' evening tonight, which goes on till about 7:30. So it's a long one, but it is what it is. Yeah. I feel a bit tired. That's why I'm probably a bit out of it. I look an absolute mess. I've just realised. Oh, God. I still need to jump in the shower. I woke up a little bit later, so I didn't get a chance to have a shower this morning. Which I suppose when you're not going out of the house, it doesn't feel as bad. But I definitely want to shower before parents' evening because I need to wake up and know what I'm going to say to these people. But I'm looking forward to parents' evening because I think I might have said this last week when we were meant to have it. It's with year 8 or with half of year 8. And we usually tell them only sign up for parents' evening for us if you are thinking of picking drama as a GCSE subject, because they do GCSE at year 9. And so it's always a good indication as to how many we might have turning up. And for me, just my sort of part of the year 8 half. So it's not even the full year 8. There's obviously, and then we split it between 2 teachers. I've got 27 signed up to see me. My colleague's got a few. And then next week we see the other half of year 8. So hopefully we've got a load of kids that want to do GCSE drama, which is amazing. So that'll be good.
Hello. It's a day off, so I haven't showered today, which is why my hair looks like this. I don't know why, but it kind of makes me think of Madame Hooch from Harry Potter. It's not even close to being that, but my brain sees like blown out hair and I'm like, welcome to Flying and Broom Maintenance 101. So I've just received some news from my manager. Our store is closing soon. For lockdown, not like, it's not a bad thing. It's just that we are in a very specific predicament in that we are quite a large store that's very close to a drive-through. So they're taking the majority of the trade at the moment, obviously. And we're not seeing as much, but we still have quite a large team. And so the company's made the decision to close us for the rest of lockdown. Whether we say for the rest of lockdown, whether this lockdown has a hard end or whether it eases out, we don't know. But the same situation as before. We're we'll close for now and we'll watch and wait, which is good news. Not because I don't want to work. That I'm very worried about that, because going on to 80% pay is worrying, and trying to make sure I don't lose my mind or waste my life away this time is also a bit scary. But knowing that my community is a little bit safer is good. I'm very happy about that. It's very nice to know that the couple of old gentlemen and the little old lady that comes in that don't quite grasp the concept of what's happening and why they shouldn't be there can't be there now. I know that sounds really mean, like you can't have your coffee, but yeah, sometimes you have to do that. And now I feel safer, and yeah, it's a good decision. So I'll keep you updated as we sort that out. I've just been contacting one of my co-workers because I know that she, up until recently, was sharing a apartment with someone else, but that person seems to be moving out. So I just wanted to check in with her and make sure that she's got support going into this, because lockdown 1 wasn't great for her. And so I wanted to make sure that she's got a bubble, and if she didn't have a bubble, I was going to offer our house, because we're here and we're insane. She knows all of us, so but for all I know, she's got a bubble being set up, so that's good. So I'm happy for that. But yeah, so now the rest of the day is going to be chilling, enjoying the last day off that I have, then 2 days of work, and then furlough, which is different to a day off. So we'll work out what that's going to look like soon. But that makes my household 2 furloughs and 1 working as normal. What fun. Happy day 17. Day 17. I can do math. Yeah. That's your Stevie update. I'll be back later when I'm tired and delirious and talk absolute shit. Not that I don't talk shit now. I'm going. Goodbye. Love you all.
What an amazing angle. Not that I can do it right now, but that's how I can keep getting open. I'm cooking. I'm not filming it. In good case. Again. So much footage of me making food, eating food. Even though I am hungry right now. So it's just me and a cup of tea. And the most half-hearted attempt at modesty. It's not happening. Fell asleep at 1:30 this morning because I had a late night video chat with the boy, and we were really stubborn about actually hanging up. So we basically both fell asleep on call. Just about. We were that close to falling asleep. Which was cute. Very gay. So I'm knackered. Outside of usual work stuff, I am going to be transferring my pattern pieces to foam. I'm going to be buying more fabric and I'll look for another wig because I haven't been successful. I'm going to tell myself that no, I don't need to add another costume to the list, even though my partner in crime pointed out that in 2022, when the conventions come back, there's one where people tend to wear like 8 to 10 costumes over a weekend, so I've got to bring my A game. Which also means the temptation to actually make more is top notch. Yeah, pretty chill day. Might play some Hades later. I really don't want to be at work. I really don't. I'm just pretty done with a lot of the stuff that we're dealing with.
So, didn't get to film anything this morning. I think it's about 1:15, 1 give or take, just because I really couldn't bother to get out of bed this morning. So, even though I woke up relatively early, just because I just woke up, I ended up going back to sleep and back in bed until about 10 o'clock, 10:15. Then quick shower and off to work, so I just didn't have time. But it was much needed. Although it kind of backfired though, because I did that thing where you just sort of set a little alarm for 10 minutes. But then I kept panicking that I'd slept through the alarm and waking myself up, getting stressed, and then it just sort of undid all attempts to get more sleep, which was annoying, but what can you do? But one thing I was made aware of last night that I did want to film last night, but it was way too dark, so I decided against it, was that it snowed again. Woo! Fun. Not even sure if you saw any of that, but yeah. And yeah, it's melting really quick though, because last night it looked a good couple inches thick, but now it's very patchy and yeah. So, given the fact it's clear skies, I reckon that's all going to be melted by tomorrow morning again, probably. And yeah. Is it just me, or we had a lot of snow this year? Yeah, remember last year, there was a couple of days where we got really bad snow, like this time of January last year. There was, yeah, maybe 2 or 3 days of really bad snow, and that was it. But I feel like this year, it seemed for the past like 2-3 weeks, it's been non-stop, like every other day. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but the joys of lockdown, I don't have to leave the house, so I don't have to deal with it. So I'm not complaining.
It's been an hour and 11 minutes. Been in a meeting. Started working on correcting someone's very, very big report. And all I can think is, why do you have multiple writers working on a single paragraph? Because you can tell that there's multiple people who are writing it because it changes drastically. And the tense goes to shit. And there's just so many random spelling issues just popping up everywhere. Why? Can't you just take a topic and claim that and finish that? It'll still be annoying when I go and see completely different writing style 3 paragraphs later, but at least I get 3 paragraphs that are vaguely consistent. I love it.
Hello. It's not the morning again. It is about 2:30. I'm feeling better today. I think yesterday I just needed a sad day. Yeah. I suppose everybody needs them anyway. Like, everybody doesn't, like, you're not happy all the time, are you? But it was just, I don't know, it got to me yesterday. But I'm ready to just sort of get on with it again. And I'm still sort of deciding if I go see my grandma again. Mum said that when her grandma died, or was dying, they knew that she was sick, and the last time she went to see her grandma, she knew that was the last time she wanted to go. I mean, I'll go, because I want to give her a hug and stuff, because, you know, I know that everyone wants to hug the grandparents, but I feel like I can get away with it. Granddad's had his COVID vaccine too, so... But also I realised I said yesterday that my family just sort of gets on with it. No one's told me to just get on with it. But it's just what my family does, and we're like a really strong family. Everybody's doing the best. But yeah. Today, now that I'm not like in the same mindset, I do think I want to go see my grandma again, and I feel like I'd regret it if I didn't. So there's that. Also, because this morning I woke up and I was like, well, I didn't wake up this morning, I woke up this afternoon once again, went to bed mega late. This time it's because I was watching The Good Doctor, cracking TV series, continuously making me cry. I was like, do you know what? For dinner today, you can treat yourself, and I have ordered sushi because I miss sushi. So I've got the rainbow set coming from Little Lotus, and I'm very excited about it. Updates to follow? I don't know. Maybe. I might show you my dinner, might not. Oh my god, I've got crow's feet.
I just wanted to share with you a few cute clips of me playing and getting some scratches, because he makes me happy, so hopefully seeing him will make you happy too. He's so cute. His greys have started to come through so much that all of the underneath of his beard section is completely grey, so his new nickname is Greybeard. Anyway, that's enough procrastination from me. Back to work.
I'm so ready for this. Yum yum. I don't know why she lets me do this to her, but she's been sat like this for about 5 minutes since I opened my post. She's cute.
Yeah, fuck. No. Right. Like one. Should have folded all of them down. That would have made a lot of sense. But hey ho. Slide these back under. Dip. Dip. Just line it Now I could pin these in, but I don't want to wreck the foam itself. I don't want to have to get rid of a bunch of pinholes, so gotta do it this way. So the great thing about foam is if you apply heat to it, well, EVA foam, if you apply heat to it, it can deepen any marks that you make, which is great if you want like pits and scratches and gouges and stuff. If you cut anything into it, it'll expand that incision. But that also means if you poke a hole in it with a pin and you apply heat later to smooth out the surface and do all the other fun stuff, you're kind of screwed. There's no fixing it. Alright, gonna go there with this. There we go. Good. And once again, I forgot to actually mark which piece was which. So that's fun. I'm gonna have to figure that out all over again. But luckily, I've still got tape. So I'll piece these back together, figure that out, mark them. I'll mark these before I take them apart. And then I'll put the corresponding numbers on the actual foam pieces, which won't matter because I am painting over this in black and then gold, and then probably more black and brown for weathering and stuff. Good times.
So I'm pretty much done for the day, apart from parents' evening, which is the biggie. I realised that my day tomorrow as well, I have 5 live lessons in a row. So it's going to be a long day, long couple of days. And then usually I would say it's all right because it's the weekend soon. But this weekend is my friend's funeral where I'm giving my eulogy. So it's not necessarily the weekend I'm most looking forward to as normal, but it'll be nice to pay respects and to celebrate his life. But yeah, aside from that, obviously, I feel okay and ready for parents' evening. I'm going to go and get like a pint of water though, because having to talk for that long non-stop is going to be not good on the voice or on the throat. So yeah.
Another successful day of not wearing all black. It has got to the point now though that I have like one piece of clothing left that isn't black, so I may have to do some washing.
10 minutes till parents' evening. As I think I said last week when we were meant to have it, this video system, like has a timer of 5 minutes and it counts down, and as soon as it's in the last 5 minutes, like in the last 10 seconds, it goes red, and then when it's 0, you get kicked off. That parent gets kicked off and the next one starts straight away. So for some of it, I'm going to literally be like talking non-stop and having to sort of work out who it is that I'm talking to next. But it's going to be exciting. It'd be nice to speak to other people.
So I did the lights and stuff, and I really like it. He's nice.
So this is what I see, 35 seconds, then the next parent will appear on that screen for me to talk to. And that's my little face in the corner. It's quite scary, it's quite intimidating, especially with the countdown, which I think goes red at about 10 or 5 seconds. But anyway, I better get ready. Goodbye.
Wrong one. That's the one. Dripping everywhere. And we merge into the light. So, today was a day. It was a day. And I'm tired. I have worked out off camera. I have sworn a lot off camera. I have one day left. Just one day. It's gonna be a long day because I have another project that I'm doing for the first time ever. And I'm hoping that I don't fuck it up. So now it's time for foam. Well, pants first, then foam.
So I was on a roll with my parents this evening. I had seen four different kids. It was going really well, really nice system. Seen four different kids. I'd convinced every single one of them that they should do GCSE, and by the end of it they were all like, yes, I'm going to do drama GCSE. So I was like, yes, 100% success rate, I'm on a roll. I then clicked for my next meeting, and this happened. Which is what happened last. Which means once again, the system has crashed. It's not my school's fault, it's this system that they've signed up to that apparently loads of schools have. And last Thursday it crashed. Apparently it hadn't ever crashed before. And then it hasn't crashed since, apparently. And then this Thursday, it's crashed again. So our parents have had this happen to them twice now. And teachers, obviously. It's really annoying. Really annoying. So now I just have to wait, I suppose.
So, shit I have done off camera.
None of this matters.
I realised instead of piecing them back together, what I could do, which is smarter and faster, is to just compare them to where I cut them off here, which has been labelled. So now, all the pieces all line up, and we can transfer beautifully. That
we each could have chosen like 12 different stuff. 444 rings! Doesn't matter, this fucking
that
doesn't go to the
means,
shop ever. Rings are worth. Oh, good job, Amy.
I'll be able to glue them together in a way that
cool.
sort of makes sense, hopefully.
Steal from
Fingers crossed.
him. I don't have anything.
And then happy days. I'll have a neck piece.
It's like, who do you want? Choose what, Knuckles? Yeah.
So I might have to cut it open
He's
again
the one with
and
the
make things
things.
flat.
I'm gonna find these
Because
pants
it was quite
players and I'm
haphazard.
gonna
And
strangle.
there's going to be stuff that goes on top for an extra layer. Gotta buy some more foam.
Oh my god. No! That was too early that time.
But I also have to buy thicker foam because I've got to make a scythe.
I hate
And
Cool
that needs to
7.
be chunky.
I'm hating
And PVC pipe.
7.
And a lot of things, actually. It's a lot of elements.
I'm gonna be miles away! Miles per hour! Oh, that works. Why not? Who cares?
But
Nobody cares.
it's a start.
Anything.
So just a quick one, because I've only got a few minutes left of my last break of today. It's about 7:30, not 7:30, I wish it was 7:30, I'd be finished. It's about 5:30, 5:45, give or take. Yeah, I've actually just had a very wonderful customer who is more than welcome to call back anytime as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, if my management listens to that call, I will definitely be getting in trouble, so I hope they don't, because I do not need more reasons for them to fire me. But yeah, so we're basically targeted to try and have calls about 3 to 5 minutes, give or take, just to get them bashed out as soon as possible, which fair enough. This call ended up being about 45 minutes, give or take. I dealt with his problem in the first 2 minutes, and then the other 42 minutes was spent talking about life. Lovely guy. Yeah, works as a costume designer, I think. He was sort of a bit vague for it, but I didn't want to ask too much in case there was NDAs or something. But yeah, he works for a costume designer for some sort of film. He's got a message from a landlord. Oh, and apparently visiting on a weekend, which means I need to tidy up, so fun. But where was I? Yeah, And he's a really lovely guy, just talking about his life as a costume designer, just opinions about fashion trends and things like that, because from university I've got a bit of, not nearly as much as him, but I've got a bit of knowledge about fashion trends and stuff, especially within film and cinema, because they are different things, film and TV. And yeah, just talking about pop culture trends, things like that. At one point we had a nice discussion about who we think the next Oscar Wilde is, or his predecessor. So that was the kind of conversation we had. And if my manager listens back to that, they will not be happy that I went about 15 times over the target call length. But my after call work, however, was 0. So that's something, I guess. But yeah, so just a really nice customer, and I would love to talk to him again. Frankly, if it wasn't for the fact he had to rush off to get something posted and I have work, I would have gladly sat and spoke to him all day. Lovely guy, 10 out of 10 would recommend. So I really hope my next customer's like that, and not some angry woman from Liverpool screaming at me about a lost package again, because that was a really fun way to start my day. See you in a couple hours, I guess.
Ooh, I think we're back. Parents' evening is back on. I missed 5 of my appointments, annoying, but hopefully I can see the others and then I can catch up with those 5. It's just whether any of the parents had sort of given up and logged off. But we're back on.
Okay, so I lied slightly because I realised that now is a good time to actually goop up on my chest. Seeing how I'm fresh out of the shower, I have pants on now. May as well get this out of the way before I lose myself. And I know I will. It'll be hours of me faffing around with foam because I'm a grown-ass adult. Yeah, can't remember if I've done this. Probably have on camera, but I don't actually know how much skills. Don't actually know how much good it's doing. Because it's been 18 months since surgery. Almost 19. Yeah. And that's a lot more than 12 weeks. So it's probably not doing anything anymore, but we'll keep going, we'll keep trying, see if it does anything. Not the end of the world if that stays. This is my good side, weirdly enough. So this is the side that got the hematoma and blew up insanely all the way to the middle of my chest, which doesn't have any indication of that. Got a little bit there. Another pit. But for the most part, this is a good side. I think the best part of this scar, actually... Hi, welcome to Dylan's show and tell, it's scar time. Underneath this pit, you can't really see it. Like, you can if you go up close, it's kind of rad, but it's clear. Well, not clear. It's incredibly faint. It's the same colour as everything else, as opposed to, like, that bit right there, which you can't even see on camera. But, like, from here to here is quite thick and red, but flat. So, no texture. Around here was a little bit under the nip. But otherwise, super neat. And outside of like general nip shaping, everything being really faint. Can't tell. There you go. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk about my chest. I'm gonna go play with foam now.
This is madness. It's great. It's a great system. But, like, it's so quick, which is good because it means there's no hanging about. But you sort of talk. That finishes straight into the next one. So, It's interesting, but it's going really well. I've had some lovely comments from people as well. One parent spent 2 minutes out of the 5 minutes telling me how amazing I am and how I inspire their child and how much that their child loves me as their teacher and I'm their favourite teacher. So that was really nice to hear. It was almost like it was my parents' evening and I was getting feedback. And eventually I was like, do you want me to talk about your child? But that's really nice, though, to hear. It was quite uplifting, actually. A couple of them have been really nice and said about how much they've enjoyed the work that we've set over lockdown and that I've been planning and prepping for them. So it's just really nice to hear that feedback and really nice to hear that it's appreciated and things aren't going to waste. But I now have... How many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people left. Is that right? Yeah, 9 people left. We're on the home stretch to the end now. But aside from when it crashes, it's a good system.
So probably the last video from me today, just because I don't see anything I do the rest of today being worth filming. Not that anything I have filmed so far has been worth filming, but deal with it. And so I am one of the co-creators behind Dino George, so I am allowed a day of boring content, so deal with it. But yeah. Also, one thing I just did that I'm very aware of, I'm 90% sure I start every video of, which is I'll start off with, hi, blah, 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 and mid-sentence I'll always look down there. I don't know why, but I've noticed it, especially today. I swear every single clip I've started by saying whatever I say, and then sort of drifting off mid-sentence and looking back up. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but here we are. Train of thought. But yeah. So, another exciting life in lockdown, living by yourself. So, it's 8 o'clock. And, yeah. To be fair, I actually had a pretty good day at work today, all things considered. A lot of good customers, surprisingly. There was obviously that one I mentioned earlier. There was someone who I had a good laugh with who was on a really weird audio delay. So every time they asked a question, I was midway through answering it as they was trying to rephrase it, thinking I was just confused by it. So that made it quite fun, and we had a good laugh there for a few minutes. That was a highlight of today. And yeah, just lots of nice customers, really. Even had one customer who wants me or 2 customers actually, who want me specifically to contact them Monday. Yeah, one tomorrow and one Monday. Just because I'm the only person who's actually been able to help them so far, so can't complain. I mean, there's also a chance I'm doing things wrong, but good customer service, I suppose, so that's something. But yeah, and on that note of potentially doing things wrong, still no update from getting fired. Was supposed to have a meeting today, which I think was just a general week in review type thing, nothing special or fancy. That didn't happen. Your guess is as good as mine. Why? I think my team leader's probably just busy today, but it's what it is. And yeah, so that's about it for my day in review. Probably going to wash up and have some food soon, because I'm very aware my kitchen is a bomb site. Also, I realised something yesterday, I think it was watching one of Anna's videos, is that we have the exact same washing machine. So there's a fun little trivia fact about me and Anna, in case anyone cared what type of washing machine we had. Apparently it's the same one. So yeah, so I think as it is 8 o'clock, well, about 2 minutes past 8 as of how long this video is, I'm going to wash up. In fact, I'm going to put some food on. Might do pizza just because I'm feeling lazy. But when aren't I feeling lazy? Let's be honest, you've all been watching me for like 2 weeks now. You know I'm not the most proactive person ever. Fight me. Don't fight me, I'm too lazy to fight. And yeah, pizza while that's cooking. Blitz the kitchen. And we'll see how it goes. And I've got a message there from someone from work. And just asking for things I will deal with later. But yeah, oh, also one thing I did want to mention that I don't think I've mentioned yet is for that Zoom gig, I'm not going to mention figures just because I don't want to risk annoying them by mentioning figures. But yeah, so they agreed for the price all these months ago when we originally started it. That was totally fine, no argument from me for us, no problems, great. Came to payment yesterday, I think it was, yesterday, maybe the day before, can't remember. I know there was some issues on my end, I kept sending the wrong bank details, so my mistake, but got there in the end. And they actually ended up giving me a tip, which was nice. Can't complain with that at all. Technically it was a 20% tip as well, so can't complain at that at all, because it's very rare for UK queens to get tips. So Can't say no to that. Also, I swear I'm not having a seizure. I just have really dodgy eyelids. I don't know what's been going on with them. I'm starting to feel like I might need to go see a doctor about it. But I've noticed the past few weeks, you might be able to see it in some of my videos, is that every now and again my eyes just start twitching massively, especially like under, I mean sometimes the top one, mainly the bottom ones. I'm not sure what's going on. Google says it's either stress, eye strain, or there was a third thing. I can't remember. All of which sounded very applicable to me. So the third one was lack of sleep, but the lack of sleep is caused by stress. So 2 in 1 problem, I guess. But yeah, I've noticed the past couple of days it hasn't been as bad compared to what it's been the past few weeks. So hopefully it's going away now, because it's annoying the hell out of me now, especially when I was trying to get in drag the other day, trying to do eyeliner and my eye looked like it was having a seizure or something. So putting lashes on were very fun, but got there in the end, so that's fine. And yeah, also I'm doing a Stevie now and trying to do a 1-minute conversation into a 5-minute conversation because I keep getting distracted, which was very fun to watch Stevie do last night because Stevie is a lot worse at it than I am. So that's good. And my eyes twitching again. Can you see? You can see my hand twitching by how shaky the camera is. But I don't think you can see my eye twitching. I don't know. Oh, alright, so that's probably it for me today. And hope I may shave tomorrow. We shall see. Because it's getting to that level of annoying porn star tash that I don't like. And I will probably have to shave it soon, but my skin's been very dry and irritated, so I don't want to shave unless I have to, but we'll see. Right, well, see you tomorrow probably, unless something exciting happens tonight, which I doubt. And yeah. Why are my eyebrows so angled? Okay, Stevie, you're the eyebrow expert here. Also, I guess kind of Anna. Anyone who has eyebrows really is welcome. Oh. Anyone who has at some point in their life had eyebrows, to make sure I'm including Stevie there. Can you let me know if you think my eyebrows are really weirdly shaped? Obviously, it's not all going in there, so it is what it is. I'm not going to shave them for a while just because hassle. But yeah, because it just seemed very angled. I didn't get head on. I think that's head on. I can't see. No, I think that's head on. Yeah, because this one especially seems to go like right up, and this one kind of does, but not as bad. And it just seems really weirdly angled. And I don't know if it's just me. Okay, I'm going to stop doing a Stevie and actually end now instead of getting distracted by teeny tiny things like, ooh, a light. Also, I've decided I was going crazy about that light, and it doesn't seem to be going weird today. So, see you tomorrow, or if anything exciting happens tonight. Because this has been a 7-minute video, and by far my longest one yet. And it's significantly longer than my entire videos for some days, so...
I'd like to start by apologising for the mess. I'm surveying the space. I've decided I need to invest in a computer. I can't keep relying on broken laptops. I do so much that requires a computer, most importantly gaming, writing, editing, artwork, so on and so forth. But the only thing is I currently inhabit a very small space and I have a lot of collectibles in the way and also a reptile terrarium. So figuring out where to put everything is a pain. I've come to the conclusion that the only place I can put it is where the reptile terrarium currently is. I'd have to get a bookcase for it, and everything else will have to wait until I get my own abode to be on display, because the computer comes first. I did actually make a little mock-up with Google Images. This is what I'm aiming for, let's say. I mean, I would like a bookcase like this, but that's just ridiculous. So a small one will do. But yeah, I think it's time I invest in something adult and not more Zelda merchandise. Or maybe also Zelda merchandise. Listen, I work hard. I deserve the things that I like. The way I think about it is 2021, we're going for a global pandemic. Stop telling yourself no. Unless you're seriously harming yourself or someone else, and you should probably say no. Just listen.
So, I'm rubbish. I haven't filmed like anything again today, but then again, didn't do well. I've been better today. I just haven't done a lot. I've been playing Sims, watching The Good Doctor, and that's it. It is 10 to 10. And I'm downloading footage to start editing so that I'm not up till like 4. So, cats are just appearing out of everywhere. So, I was eating an Oreo and she's just sat there looking at me, being a greedy little sod. Excuse the state of my carpet. Our vacuum cleaner's broken and we're waiting for a new one to be delivered. I'll probably have a rant about that at some point. Right, I'm going to say goodnight and I will see you tomorrow.
So, all done. Really positive parents' evening. Everyone was really lovely. As I said before, some lovely comments. And put me in a really positive mood. So yeah, that's nice. I've just had some tea as well. And now I'm just going to watch some telly and maybe get an early night. It's deserved. Bye-bye.
The devil works hard, but I work harder. I managed to get a bookcase within an hour. Good night.